I'm here and we are going to make buffalo chicken dip. It is the absolute bomb diggity. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it in a few steps. You're going to need chicken. I've got about a pound of chicken breast in my Instant Pot right now cooking. We're going to need ranch dressing. This is the Hidden Valley buttermilk. It is 2 grams of carbs for 2 tablespoons, but it's still going to be a low carb meal because we're not going to use, a whole lot. You're going to need cream cheese. You're going to need buffalo sauce and shredded cheese. And this is the wing sauce that I have right now. I'm actually really disappointed with how much I have in here, so I'm going to jazz it up a little bit to make it go a little further. And we are going to get started. So in a preheated saucepan, you're going to be a super pro about it and not have your stuff open. But what you're going to do is open your cream cheese and you're going to melt it down. It's going to have some chunks still in it, so just if you have chunks it's not melting all the way, that's totally fine. But what we're going to do is mix the ranch and the cream cheese together. As with all of my recipes, the full description will be in the description box below. If you haven't subscribed, you could have missed out on this. You guys subscribe, you can hit the notification bell and see when we're going to be uploading. You'll be the first to know. I'm going to break the cream cheese up just a little bit and let it just melt down and get warm before I add the ranch. You can also cut this in cubes before, but who really wants to have extra dishes to wash, You can do this in any size, really and truly. I have an 8x8 cake pan that I'm going to do. Oh, goodness. And it's perfect. It reheats wonderfully. This is another meal that Zach will eat cold. It works really good for keto and non-keto people because everything is delicious. I mean, there's nothing wrong with buffalo and ranch and cheese and chicken. So like I said, we're gonna let this melt down just a little bit and then we're going to add ranch. Now, there's very few things in this recipe that I find to be very precise. So if you don't like it super spicy, you don't have to use as much buffalo sauce. If you don't like the cream cheesy ranch layer, you don't have to use as much of that either. But I promise you, it's really tasty, and I know you guys are gonna love it. So we have it melted down quite a bit, and we're going to use, this is just regular ranch. I'm hoping to have enough where I don't have to open the other bottle, but if we do, it's obviously not gonna be a problem. So we're going to use probably about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. Honestly, I'm probably just going to use whatever's left in this container. Excuse the noise. We're going to open the big part and see what we can get out of here. Alright guys, I think that'll do it for us. So we're going to mix this up. The chicken will be done in about 2 minutes. So once the chicken is done, you're going to shred it. You can use a rotisserie chicken, you can bake your chicken, you can boil your chicken. I typically would boil it, but the day kind of got away from us, and so we're just doing it as quick as we can. So you're going to mix this up and let it just marry together. And it's all going to be layered into a cake pan. If it's Super Bowl time, I always make this and it's always a huge hit. Hey guys, we're back with the buffalo sauce step. What we have here, and I've already mixed it, my pot got really hot, so we have a tablespoon of butter, We have about a half a cup of buffalo sauce. We have a little Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of garlic. I'm mixing it up. I am typically in a hurry when I'm making this, so I would just use the buffalo sauce, but we were running low, so I had to make it stretch just a little further this time, but that's okay. I'm going to shred my chicken, and then I'll come back and show you how we layer it. Alright guys, so what we have is our 8x8 cake pan. It might actually be 9x9. I really cannot give you an honest answer on that. So, I shredded the chicken, and if you haven't seen the hand mixer method, I will do that a different day. It's too easy not to, guys. So, shredded chicken, again, you can use rotisserie chicken, you can poach your chicken, however you want to do it. And then we're going to take our mixture of buffalo sauce, and again, if you don't want to add anything to your buffalo sauce, don't. Just use what you have. So you're going to just layer it on top of your chicken. This is the saddest amount of buffalo sauce I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah, we're literally using all of it, guys. Okay, so just kind of mush that around a little bit. Our kitchen lighting is a little harsh, but anyway, pro tip, use more buffalo sauce. Again, we're out, so this is what we're making do with, but you're definitely going to want to use more. I'm gonna see if I can just beg, borrow, or steal what's left in our little bottle. Alright, so then your next step is to add your cream cheese mixture. I'm actually reheating it because it cooled off a little bit while I was shredding the chicken, so I'm just going to heat that up for just a second, only because I'm not a huge cream cheese fan, so I don't want chunks of cream cheese, even though we're gonna pop it in the oven and it's gonna melt. And so while that's heating up, I'm going to complain for a second about my food processor. I'm on my second Hamilton Beach food processor, and the heckin' thing broke again. So, just another pro tip, don't buy this crap because it breaks every stupid time. And I think I've had this one about the same amount of time I had my last one. They just don't last. But, alright guys, so we had a little detour. I was not satisfied with this buffalo sauce ratio, so I went into our local neighborhood convenience store and I bought their buffalo sauce. So, I'm much happier, and it's the one thing that's really gone right today. So, this is, I don't even know what size cups these are. It's a cup. So, we're gonna add, now we're at like a cup and a half. However, the nutritional facts are still super in our favor. Alright, we're gonna just shake that around for a second. It's all gonna mush together anyway when it's in the oven. So now we're gonna take our ranch and cream cheese mixture. It's not gonna look appetizing, but I promise you it is delicious. So, I'm trying to show you guys, but I also have a hot pot in my hand and I don't want to burn myself. You're gonna want your oven preheated to 350. I hate that I didn't add that in the beginning, but you're gonna want to preheat your oven to 350. Okay, so you're gonna just kind of smush this around as well as it'll go. It doesn't obviously have to be perfect, but you're gonna want to cover all that sauce up that I worked so hard for. Okay, and then you're gonna take your shredded cheese. I'm trying to get my lighting better, but you know. I'm just gonna take a small handful, and you're just gonna put it on here. It doesn't have to cover every square inch, which I'm sure is offensive to some people, but you'll see why. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're going to bake it for about 15 minutes at 350. Once the cheese is melty, you're gonna take a fork and just break the cheese up just a little bit, just like sort of stir it. but not super stir it, if that makes sense. Just break the cheese up a little bit. Bake it for another 15 minutes. Let it cool just a little bit so you're not eating molten hot lava, and enjoy. Again, we're gonna have it with carrots and cucumbers and celery tonight, but you can have it with chips. You can make wraps with it even. The possibilities are truly endless. If you guys make it, please leave your comments below. Let me know how it is. Tag me on Instagram. However you want to do it, but you're not going to want to miss out on this, guys. It's so good, and it can feed 2 people. It can feed a crowd. However you want to do it. We will see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, just wanted to check in with the finished product. It looks delicious, it smells delicious, and it's going to taste delicious. I really encourage you guys to make it. And again, you can make it for parties. We always make it for the Super Bowl, and it's always such a good hit. So check this out. Yummy. If you guys make it, make sure you tag me on Instagram or comment below. So make it, let me know what you think. Leave a comment if you have any questions, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.